friends, this is DM Sharma. I welcome you all again. This is my fourth video of index number. So if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and press the bell icon button so that you can get the notifications of my next video. In last video, at last we were discussing about how to convert the fixed base index number into chain base index number. In that we have seen one example. One more example I have to explain you to make you understand that method thoroughly. So without wasting the time, let's go to that example. So friends, you can see this is the second example. The wholesale price index number for commodities with base year 2007-8 are as follows. Compute the chain base index number. Here different years are given and price index number is given. We have to convert it in chain base. So friends, this question is little different from the example that we have solved in our previous video. So what is the main difference between both of these questions? I make you understand, but before that I have to recall you that question again. So friends, this was our first example. You can see here that in the question directly said convert the fixed base index number into chain base, and our initial year was 2009. In this question it is not said that which year we have to take as the preceding year or as a base year of 2000 for 2009. We had taken 2009 itself as the base year. So we had written here 120 upon 120 into 100. But in this second example, friends, you can see here that it is clearly said that with the base year 2007-8. Means in this sum for the initial year 2008-9, we have to take base year 2007-8. In that sum, it was not clearly mentioned that which year we have to take as base year, because for 2009 I can take 2008 as base year, 2007 as base year, or 2006 as base year. So which is my base year I cannot say clearly, but here in this sum it is clearly said that you have to take 2007-8 as a base year. So in that sum it was not said that which is our base year, so we had taken 2009 itself as a base year, but here it is said, so we will take 2007-8 as a base year. So let's start how to calculate. So we have to prepare the same table that we have prepared in the first example. I'm going to solve for 2008-9. Here I have mentioned the formula here, multiplied by 100. Fixed base index number of current year divided by fixed base index number of preceding year multiplied by 100. So my current year fixed base index number is 126. If it is not said that 2007-8 I have to take as a base year, then I would have taken 226 itself as a base year. But as it is said here 2007-8 I have take as a base year, I have the base year but I don't have its index number. So in my last video I had given you a note. You can see here this is my last video's note. If index number of base year is not given, then consider it as 100. So here again we are at our second example. So I have the base year 2007-8 but I don't have its index number, so I will take 100 multiplied by 100. So answer will be 126 itself. Now the calculation is same. Current year's index number is 130.8. Preceding year's index number is 126 multiplied by 100. I will get 103.81. Now current year's index number is 143.3. Its preceding year's index number is 130.8 multiplied by 100. I will get 109.56, and the same calculation is for rest of the years. So you can see I have found, or I have converted the wholesale price index number into chain base. I have applied the same method, but the little calculation difference was seen in the year 2008-2009, because in last sum the data given was different. In this sum the data given is little different. So I hope you all have understood. So friends, we have studied how to convert the fixed base index number into chain base index number. Now we will study how to convert the chain base index number into fixed base index number. For that, one more formula you have to remember, and this is very important formula. So many times it has been asked in the board exam in the section B. Just write this formula and get 1 mark. So you all have to memorize this formula. According to this formula, you have to write here current year's fixed base index number. What? Current year's fixed base index number is equal to current year's chain base index number multiplied by preceding year's fixed base index number divided by 100. So in the last method we needed both the index number of fixed base only to convert in chain base, but here to convert the chain base into fixed base we need two index numbers, both are different, current year's chain base and preceding year's fixed base. So make sure this formula you have to remember very clearly. Again, current year's fixed base index number is equal to current year's chain base index number multiplied by preceding year's fixed base index number divided by 100. So to understand this method and this formula, we have to see one example that is given here. You can see the chain base index number obtained for food items from the year 2008-9 to 2014-15 are as follows. Compute the fixed base index numbers. Here also it is clearly said that 2007-8 we have to take as the base year of our initial year 2008-9. So friends, to solve the sum we have to make the table year index number. Here I have written the formula and this is my calculation portion. So let's calculate as per the formula. So in this formula we need current year's chain base index number, that is given here. This is our current year 2008-9 and its index number is 134.8. now multiplied by preceding year's fixed base index number we need. So preceding year for 2008-9 they have given us 2007-8, but we don't have its index number. So as we have seen in the previous sum, if base year's index number is not given, then we have to take 100 divided by 100. So we got this 134.8. This is what? Friends, it is fixed base index number. I have converted this index number into fixed base index number. Now again, for 2009-10 current year's chain base index number is 115.28. Now I need preceding year. Preceding year is what? 2008-9 and its base its fixed base index number I need. This is what? This is the current chain base index number. I don't need the chain base index number. Here I need preceding year's fixed base, and that is what? Here I have found 134.8. It is coincidentally these both are same, but every year this is not possible. So I got 155.40. Now for 2010-11 current year's chain base index number is 115.57. its preceding year is 2009-10 and its fixed base index number I have just found here, that will come here multiplied by 155.40 divided by 100 and I will get 179.60. Again for 2011-12 current year's chain base index number is 107.29. its preceding year 10-11 and its fixed base index number is 179.60. divided by 100, then I will get 192.69. Now for 2012-13, current year's change base index number is 109.91. Its preceding year 2011-12 and its fixed base index number is 192.69 divided by 100. I will get 211.79. So friends, you can see I have found I have converted the chain base index number into fixed base index number of rest of the years. So friends, you can see here I have found for the rest of the years I have converted the chain base index number into fixed base index number. The same method I have applied. So I hope you all have understood. Now friends, our next topic is special formula. The sum of special formula is asked for 5 marks in the section F. So please pay attention. So in special formula, the first formula comes for last pair's index number. Friends, how to remember this formula, I will give the trick. For last pair's index number, you have to remember 1000. How it is used? I write the formula of last pair. Friends, last pair's formula is indicated by capital I and capital L. IL is equal to, you have to write sigma PQ again upon sigma PQ, and you have to write the 1000 like this: 1000 multiplied by 100. So this is the last pair's index number. As you can see in the denominator, last pair has taken price and quantity, both are of base year. So it was a limitation of this formula. So Paasche has given one more special formula, Paasche's index number. For that you have to remember 1101. So how to write the Paasche's index number? It is also very easy. IP, P for Paasche, index number of Paasche is equal to, again, sigma PQ 1101 multiplied by 100. So this is the index number of Paasche. As you can see in the numerator, Paasche has taken both the price and quantity of current year. So he also committed one mistake here. He has not taken base year in the numerator, and last pair has not taken any current year in the denominator. Of the limitations of last pair and Paasche were removed by Fisher. He has given one more formula. He has taken the geometric mean of last pair's index number and Paasche's index number. This formula can be written in other way also. You can write this formula also. If in exam only Fisher's index number is asked, you can apply this formula. Only single formula is enough. But if they ask last pair, Paasche and Fisher, then you have to apply this formula. For this you have to find last pair, then Paasche's index number, and then Fisher's index number. Friends, as Fisher has removed both the limitations, its index number is also known as ideal index number. So if in exam if it is asked that find the ideal index number, then you have to find Fisher's index number. So friends, we stop here today. In my next video we will see the sums related to the special formula of last pair, Paasche and Fisher. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment section, and if you have not subscribed, then please subscribe the channel. Till then, keep study and stay at home. Bye bye.